Hi everyone. So today we are doing a book haul. I have a lot of books here and this has been collecting since January and it's now, when I'm recording this, like April 18th, I believe. So I have books here that I have read and then I haven't read, and then Goodwill, Salvation Army, I got gifted to me, ARCs, all of the above are all here. So let's talk about them. Let's start with the books I've read. So the books that I bought first were books 3, 4, and 5, Vision in Silver, Marked in Flesh, and Etched in Bone by Anne Bishop. These are a part of the other series. I got the first two from Second and Charles, and they were very cheap, and I love the series, so I had to read the other three through Libby ebooks, and I really loved them, so I needed to buy the all of the books. So these are the three that I needed. The other two are up there somewhere, and I'm very happy I got these for such a good price. I got them for $3 each. On Amazon, these would have cost like $8 to $9 each. So I only spent $10 on this, and then I used some stuff from Pango. These are from Pango, by the way. And so I only paid, I was gonna pay like $10 and some change, and I paid like $8 and some change. So I'm very happy about this one. Next, the other books that I've read already is, for a vlog you guys would have already seen, finishing series. I read The Other Side of the Sky by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, and I have book 2 as well, and it was such a good series. It's a great duology and I really enjoyed reading it. I had a great time reading it, so I needed to buy book 1 to it. Next, I have Binding 13. I paid full price for this at Books A Million, I believe, and it was $15. I read books 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I need to read Taming 7 and the book that's about to come out, Something 10. I need to read those two, but I'm trying to collect my own copies of them because the first copies I've read, the first 4 were my mother's copies. So this is now my copy, so I can reread and annotate. I don't know how much I'm going to be rereading books 3 and 4, but it is what it is. Next, we're going to do the books that I was gifted. There's a small stack. First, I have The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith, and this looks very beautiful. I really am excited to read it. It gives off, like, look at this hardback. Oh, so beautiful. It gives, just by the look, like Tangled Sleeping Beauty vibes, but looks beautiful. Next, I got Gone Wolf, and I got this as a gift from Reading Sprints and Chai Sips because I love Amber McBride with all my heart. I think she's right here. I have read 2 other books by Amber McBride. I love them and I annotated the heck out of them. And so she got me a copy of this one so we could buddy read it together and then do a live about it together. And I'm very excited for that. I don't know when we'll read it, but I'm very excited. Amber McBride is one of my favorite authors of all time. And the last one I was gifted is The Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune. I have only read one series by TJ Klune, and that's the Green Creek series, and I love that series. Book 1 specifically, I love that series so much, and so I got this one. I got gifted this one because they know how much I love TJ Klune, and I was very excited about it. So I should be reading this soon as well. I only got one book from Salvation Army because I was like, let's go Salvation Army, Goodwill, all the things to get some cheap old books, Second and Charles, all the things. And I got one, which I feel like was a very popular book on BookTube a couple years ago, and that was Real Life by Brandon Taylor, and I got it for 99¢, I believe, and I'm very happy about this one. Very, very happy about this one. I've always wanted to read it because I've been on BookTube for a long time, and this took BookTube by a chokehold, so I wanted to read it for myself. I only got one book from Second and Charles, and I used my credit, so it was basically free, to be honest, and it is The Angels of Darkness by Caleb Carr. I read The Alienist last year, and it was one of my favorite books of last year and one of my most annotated books ever. That book was written in 1997, and most of the things that was said in that book was still true to this day, 2025, when I read it, 2024. And even worse in 2025, to be honest. And I just love that book so much. And this is the second and last book in the series. And it's thick, and I know it's going to be hard hitting. And I'm just terrified to read it, but I loved it. And it's a show, so I really want to watch the show as well. Now let's go through some books that I just bought full price and all the things. First, I got Oathbound, which I'm very excited to read, but I don't think I'm going to read it until I know when the fourth and most likely final book is coming out. I always read these a good year or two behind everybody else because they read them when they first come out and then they're just like scratching for the next one. It's not going to be me, so I will be waiting. But I'm very excited. I gave both Legendborn and Bloodmarked 5 stars, which I feel like a lot of people didn't give book 2 5 stars, but I loved book 2, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love book 3 as well. And I'm very excited to read this one though, so who knows if I'll stick to that, but I probably will. Know me, I probably will. Also, that book felt cheap to me. It was $21, and I was like, that seems cheap for a new release book. And I was like, interesting, but I don't know. Next, I have Goldfinch. This is the 6th and final book in the Plated Prisoner series, which I am very excited to read. I just read, what's it called? I just read Gold earlier this month in April, so I am very excited to read Goldfinch, and I might read this also in April to finish off the series. I don't know. You might be seeing a vlog reading the last books in the series because I've already showed you 2 in this video, so that I haven't already read, so I'm very excited to read this one. Next, I have a special edition of one of my favorite romances of all time. It's called Rafe by Rebecca Weatherspoon, and it's a buff male nanny romance, and it's so good. And it came with a translucent, is that what's called? Translucent print with her signature on it, and it's a special edition. So I will be rereading. I reread this book once a year at least because it just gives me the feels of a romance that I want, and I haven't reread it for this year yet, and I'm going to annotate it because I've never annotated it either. So I also want to do a vlog of rereading some of my favorite romances and annotating them, and one of them will be Rafe. This copy would not be annotated, but my original copy will be annotated, and I'm very excited about that. Now, the rest of the books I got are all from Goodwill, and I don't remember the prices to be honest, but looking at this long receipt, if it had a red sticker on it, that was the color of the week at Goodwill, so it was 50% off. A lot of the stuff that I wanted did not have red stickers on it, but no book was over $2, so just keep that in mind for all of these books I'm about to show you. None of them were over $2. So the first one I got is Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. I hope I said that correctly. This also took book 2, but I didn't realize it had deckled edges. I don't mind deckled edges as much as other people do. I know a lot of people dislike deckled edges, but I do not care in the slightest. But this took book 2 by storm years ago as well. So I'm very excited to finally have it. And it's quite smaller than I thought it would be. But also, I don't mind that either. I love a small, short book. You wouldn't be able to tell from my collection, but I do love a small, short book. Well, this one has a red sticker on it. Next, I got Sinner by Maggie Stiefvater. She is the same author who wrote the Raven Cycle series, which I also love and adore, and it's up there somewhere. And I just wanted to read it. I was like, I am a werewolf girly. I am not a vampire girly. I do enjoy vampire romances and plots and fantasies, just like the next girl. But werewolves, it's my Wattpad days coming through. Will always have my heart. Werewolves will always have my heart. Like, I was Team Jacob, not because he was the better choice, but because he was hot and he was a werewolf. We love to see it. So I have this. I just wanted to read this series. I've never read it. I know it's probably going to feel very like 2014 YA, but I do not care about that in the slightest. Next, I have The Shadow of the Wind, which I feel like so many people love this book. The original price is $17, and I got this for $2, and I'm very excited about this book. I am very excited about this book. I really want to read it. I hope I enjoy it. This is one of those books where I've heard stuff, great things, but I don't know what it's about, but I really, really, really want to read it. So that's one of those. Then I have In 27 Days. Now this book is in my brain, but I don't know if I read it on Wattpad, if I read it physically and just never bought the copy, because back in the day I just read and gave them back to the library, or read them and gave them away. So I don't know if I actually read this physically or on Wattpad, but I know I remember this book vividly. So I need to reread it to see if this is the book I'm thinking about. But this is In 27 Days by Alison Gravis. It's a Wattpad book, and I think I read this and I think I loved it, so I had to get it. Next, I got Game of Thrones, and this has a red sticker on it, so you know it was only $1, so not even $2. And this is book 1 in the Game of Thrones series. I forgot. I don't know if that's actually the name of the series. It's Game of Thrones. Song of Ice and Fire, book 1. And I'm very excited to start this. I believe he is not finished with the series, and it's been 1,002 years. So I don't know how far I'm gonna get in this series. And I also know that the series is a lot darker than the show. I did finish the show. I did think the last season was not that great, but also it wasn't the worst series ending of shows, but it wasn't the best. I just felt like a lot of the characters just went downhill, and it pissed me off. So many characters I was invested in. That was the main thing, but hopefully he doesn't do that if he ever finishes this series. I hope so, but I'm very looking forward to this series. Next I got, this is The Decorated Garden Room. This is a book about different ways to garden and decorate your garden, and floor planning and boundary, like brick and twig and fence dividers. I'm very much into gardening, and I really want to get into my dream home. I want it to look very cottagecore, cluttered, but old, like a little bit older. I just love that type of style, and this book is going to help me a lot. I love the stuff that was in it, like making my own like mosaic tables and stuff. I just love that stuff. So that's that one. Then also from Goodwill, Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. I love looking at Geneva Rose on Instagram when she does her little spin, and then she just goes into Target or Walmart or Barnes and Noble and just signs books and tries to do it sneakily before the workers find her, and then the workers find her, and because she never does it successfully. Like, she does it successfully sometimes. I just think she's so funny, and I've never read a book by her before, so I got this one from Goodwill for $1, I believe, and I'm very excited to read it. I love the cover of this book. There's a couple other books I want to read by her, but I'll start with this one, and it's quite short, so I'm pretty sure I'll have a great time. And the last 2 books I got were manga books, and these made me very excited. I got Vinland Saga Volume 1, or Book 1, and then Vinland Saga Volume 5, both from from Goodwill. And I'm very excited about these. However, I don't know if these 2 copies are readily available. I see a lot of people have those special edition, those huge ones, like the red one is like the book 1, I believe. Those are beautiful, and but I like these covers a lot. I just don't know how readily available these covers are. But now I have book 1 and 5, so I need 2, 3, and 4 at least. But I'm very excited to read these. Obviously, this one won't be getting read for a while, but I'm very excited to read these. I need to get back in my manga. I have over 30 copies of My Hero Academia, over 8 of Spy Family, and over, like, I would say 8 to 10 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I've read all of them. I need to reread Jujutsu Kaisen ones, but I need to get back into it. So yeah. We're adding Vinland Saga to that as well. So thank you guys for joining me today. Those were all of the books that I had to haul. Let's count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. But there's a 23rd one. I am receiving an ARC for the newest, I believe, Adrian Young book. I'm going to put a picture of it right here because I don't remember what the name of it is. And I just haven't gotten it yet. But I didn't want to take this and leave it going for longer than it had to. I need to put these books away. So yeah, so 23 technically, but I am very happy with this great selection of books. and for not that much money at all, and I'm very happy about that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. You added some things to your TBR or started to read some of these things that you've seen on your TBR. Look out for that Gone Wolf live that me and Sprinter Chat Sis will be doing together eventually one day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great reading day. Bye.